A flat tire or a blowout can strike fear in the heart of any RVer, and I know this one from experience because I've had 2 of them while in transit. They're never convenient and they're pretty scary. So I thought that I would bring you some tire care tips so maybe you can avoid that in your RVing future. Now keep in mind, you guys, these things, even if they look awesome, the seller might tell you they've never been used and they could look brand new to you, but there could be all kinds of issues going on that you need to be aware of. So I'm going to give you a few ideas. Number 1, I want you to have a good tire gauge on hand at all times, whether it's the little silver stick kind or the digital. I use a digital monitor in my RV inspections and I really love that thing. Have it on hand all the time and make sure that the readings go high enough for the PSI rating on your tires. Also, take a PSI reading every single trip, 2 on the way back, in between destinations, and make sure you're getting a cold pressure reading. And that doesn't mean the ambient temperature. That means that the tires haven't been driven on that right before you take your reading, that they're not hot. So take a cold pressure reading. You might even consider a TPMS, which is a tire pressure monitoring system, and those things are pretty cool. Know the DOT dates, the manufacturer dates of your tires. This is really important. You'll see 3 letters on the sidewall here, DOT, and then it'll have 4 numbers. And that's the 2-digit week and the 2-digit year, the born date, the manufacturer date of these tires. That's important because the NTSB and most tire manufacturers suggest that these things get replaced at the 6-year mark, and that's what we put in our inspection reports. So know the dates of all of your tires. You also want to do a visual inspection. Look at the tread, look at the sidewall. The tread, you want to check for any nails or over or under inflation. You might see bald spots on the exterior or in the middle, indicating over or under inflation. And then look at the sidewalls here to make sure there's no feathering or cracking, any kind of damage. That feathering and cracking can happen because of the UV rays. The sun is one of our worst enemies for these tires. So if you can, keep them covered and protected when you're out camping or when it's in storage. And all of these checklists, don't forget to apply it to the spare. Sometimes we forget that, and when we need the spare is when we need the spare. So put that on your checklist. And lastly, when it comes time to replace them, do all the tires at the same time. That is the recommendation. So I hope these were helpful, and I'll see you next time on another episode.